Welcome back. Okay, so there is a divine feminine who needs to do something, but there seems to be a stalker who keeps following her and sabotaging whatever she's doing. And the stalker who is sabotaging is not letting her even rest so that she would not think straight and do what she needs to do. So wherever she went, the stalker also followed, and was always like he's and mostly generally he stalks her online, and he's like he cares or sort of seemed to want to love her, but the approach he was going through was making things difficult for the divine feminine to accept him in any way, because he was really making it difficult for her to be able to even make a step forward without him interfering and spoiling everything. He was using sabotaging methods generally most of the time through using spell work, trying to spoil her psychology and trying to make her feel inferior or have enter into a low vibration kind of a situation. He just did not want her to be comfortable. That's all that is his aim. But behind the scenes, there is also someone else who seems to be watching her for the divine feminine and was trying to make things easy for her so that she would be able to move on. But actually, the person, not only that, there is also another one as well. One is genuine, the other one is just wants the divine feminine for himself. The other genuine one is really trying to really help her because he really cares. But the other one who just wants her for himself is just trying to sabotage the other stalker, who allegedly used to be the divine feminine's partner once in the past, or sort of like that. He was a friend, and this is sort of like a triangle kind of a thing, and it's really, there are so many people involved. There are so many other people trying to sabotage the divine feminine as it is, but these are the main ones, and these ones, they use other people as well to sabotage her, especially if they find there is somebody who has some kind of intimidation towards her. They try to use those people against her. And there is a lot of slandering and defaming online about the divine feminine. So it's all a mixed up kind of a thing. There are so many people involved, a group of people involved. Some are working individually, some who are working individually to sabotage came together with the other individuals who are against the divine feminine, and they are all grouping up trying to sabotage her. But God is great. The Most High is great, because he is also helping the divine feminine. So it's almost just like it's this group of people and these individuals who are going against the divine feminine. It's like it's the divine. It's not. They are not going against the divine feminine. They are going against God, the Most High. And their time is up right now. Despite having a lot of difficulties they're facing in their lives, instead of learning the lesson and stepping back and trying to rectify things and doing amends, they're still going on trying to sabotage. Okay, now somebody is trying to interfere so that I won't be able to give this thing out. They should learn and take the lessons and make amends and rectify what they are doing so that they get their blessings. And because they're so focused on going against the divine feminine and trying to sabotage whatever she has, they're not seeing the kind of blessing which God is sending to them. And instead, they're just shunning it away and just still focusing on how they can sabotage the divine feminine. Now, among these people, these two, the one who is a stalker and the other one who is a genuine one, and the other one who is trying to sabotage the stalker, these three individuals, two of them are trying to help her out. One for his own selfish needs because he knows she's a divine feminine. And the other one who is genuine really wants to partner up with her and wants to help her out and really wants to share her life in the right way. And the stalker one, once upon a time, even though he still loves her, he is driven by just ambition, driven by lies which had been given to him from before by his own circle of friends who betrayed him in so many ways. The stalker and the one who is always sabotaging the stalker, they are friends. Their families are also friends. They have a circle in a community where they are close to each other and they share almost so many things in their activities in life. The one who wants to sabotage the stalker, who at first used to be a divine masculine, who was to have the divine feminine as his gift before, but he missed that chance, he missed that opportunity. These two people, they are friends, and the one who is the friend of the stalker knows very well that he can't be with the divine feminine. But all he wants is just to have everything of the stalker. I hope that makes sense. Now just imagine there are two friends. And these two friends, one was a divine masculine. They're both divine masculine. Let's call them like that. They used to be, before they used to do anything malicious. And then these two friends, one friend betrayed the other friend. And then by telling lies, first he betrayed him. And in order to close his betrayal, he started telling lies about the divine feminine in order to cover up for himself, so that he doesn't lose his friend. But at the same time, he's always competing with his friend, and he's jealous of his friend. And he was jealous of the relationship he had with the divine feminine. And he wanted the divine feminine for himself. Because with time, they both became obsessed with the divine feminine. One, because the other divine masculine used to talk about the divine feminine to his friend. And with time, the other friend started also looking up the social media of the divine feminine, and he also started becoming obsessed with the divine feminine. And because of his jealousy towards his friend, he started sabotaging his friend by telling lies about the divine feminine so that they would separate. But at the same time, behind the scenes, he was also betraying the friend by doing something else as well. And by helping the divine feminine, every time the other stalker attacks the divine feminine, he helps her out behind the scenes and was sabotaging whatever the other one was doing. By doing that, it was not like he knew he couldn't be with the divine feminine, because he had to be aligned with her in order to be with her, but he was not aligned with her. So he knew he couldn't be with her, so he was helping her as a brother, like a brother, sort of like a brotherly help or something like that. So he was trying to make things easy for her as well, so that she would move on away from the other divine masculine, who used to be a divine masculine, but later on he fell off from becoming a divine masculine because of all the attacks he did to the divine feminine and making things difficult for the divine feminine in her mission and her assignments. So this other friend wanted to be in the divine feminine's life, and he knew he could not partner with her, but was willing to help and protect her. She was not bothered at all by knowing that behind the scenes there was somebody who was helping her, and she was appreciative of his efforts. Although she seemed to be like she hardly knew him much about him. In fact, she didn't know him at all, because he was sort of like a cloaked figure, not really giving out a clear picture of exactly who he was and how he felt. He didn't show his feelings at all, and he was good at doing that. So our divine feminine was reaching a failure point, and she knew she had to release the masculine, who just would not let go of her. And now it was obvious there would be no attachment in any way because of his ways. So she just surrendered him to God. But our stubborn stalker would just not let go, and despite all the warnings he got from God, he just won't listen. And it seems like it was becoming such a matter where wherever she went, even she tries to lock out the masculine. It's like the masculine, this divine masculine, would just spoil the locks, and she would not be able to lock him out. Actually, this is what he wants to make her think, that no matter what she does, she cannot lock him out. But he has been blocked energetically by the Most High, using the angels, the guardian angels.